Welcome to We Talk DevOps, brought to you by IT Outposts. We will explore how companies can succeed in the digital era by implementing DevOps, without complex jargon, to give you a clear and accessible understanding of these processes. I'm Alex, your host, and my voice is powered by 11 Labs. Hey, DevOps enthusiasts! In this post, let's clear up a common misconception: the idea of migrating from Docker to Kubernetes. This phrase might sound reasonable at first, but it actually reveals a misunderstanding of what these tools are and how they work together. Docker and Kubernetes, partners, not competitors. First things first. Docker and Kubernetes aren't alternatives to each other. They're more like partners in crime, each playing its role in containerization and orchestration. Docker is a platform for building, running, and shipping applications in containers. It's like a standardized box for your code and all its dependencies. Kubernetes, on the other hand, is a container orchestration system. It's like a smart manager for all Docker containers. The real story: evolution, not migration. When people say they want to migrate from Docker to Kubernetes, they usually mean they want to evolve their infrastructure. Here's what's really happening. You start with running Docker containers on a single machine or a few machines. As your application grows, you need a way to manage multiple containers across multiple machines. Enter Kubernetes. It helps you orchestrate and scale your Docker containers efficiently. So you're not leaving Docker behind. You're leveraging Kubernetes to manage your Docker containers better. Docker without Kubernetes. Possible but less efficient. It's important to note that you can absolutely use Docker without Kubernetes. Many organizations do, especially for smaller projects or when they're just starting with containerization. However, as your infrastructure becomes more complex, managing Docker containers without an orchestration tool like Kubernetes can become challenging and less efficient. Without Kubernetes, you might find yourself manually managing container deployments, load balancing, scaling, and more. These tasks can quickly become time-consuming and error-prone. Kubernetes automates many of these processes. The right way to think about it: instead of migrating from Docker to Kubernetes, consider these more accurate ways to describe the process. Adopting Kubernetes to orchestrate our Docker containers, scaling our Docker-based infrastructure with Kubernetes, enhancing our container management with Kubernetes, evolving from standalone Docker to Kubernetes orchestrated containers. Our field is always changing, and it's important to stay updated on the actual nature and functions of our tools. What experiences have you had with Docker and Kubernetes? How has your journey with these technologies progressed over time? That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. I was glad to share the latest news and ideas about DevOps with you. If you want to learn more about how to enhance DevOps practices in your business, be sure to check out the additional information in the description of this episode. Add We Talk DevOps to your favorites to not miss our future releases. And remember, every little automation brings us closer to greater achievements. This is Alex, and you've been listening to We Talk DevOps. See you soon.